I was blessed a long time ago to invest my money the right way and, put what you think about me. I don't care what you say about me. You're not in the position that I'm in.
Terence Crawford has had enough of Floyd Mayweather's shots. After Mayweather dismissed Crawford's recent win and leaked an old sparring clip, Crawford fired back, claiming Floyd actually owes him around $31 million. He said the debt goes back to the early days of their friendship and accused Mayweather of pretending to be richer than he is. The timing is striking, as Floyd was recently sued in Las Vegas for allegedly failing to pay for his cars. According to Crawford, Mayweather's online behavior is just him seeking attention while hiding real financial troubles.
Some shady practices, but this is a response to their lawsuit that he bought 4 cars in the amount of $2.3 million back in July. And one of the cars was $1.2 million, which was a 2018 special edition Maybach. I don't know, something really, really fancy. Very, very rare.
Instead of completing the payment, Mayweather showcased the cars on Instagram to his 29 million followers, flaunting them as part of his flashy image. The dealership claims he never planned to keep the vehicles and only used them as props to maintain his Money Mayweather persona. In the end, he returned 3 cars and agreed to keep the Maybach in a $1.2 million settlement. But according to the dealer, he still hasn't paid a dime.
Still never paid.
We got options. I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this...
By signing the settlement, Floyd Mayweather and his company, Mayweather Promotions, admitted they owed the money and agreed not to dispute the deal if they failed to pay. Despite that clear agreement, the dealership says Floyd missed several payment deadlines, even after being granted extra time. Vegas Auto Gallery's attorney, Michael Cristalli, stated plainly that the case is self-explanatory. Mayweather bought the cars, signed the contracts, handed over checks, and then simply refused to pay.
That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right.
This kind of accusation is nothing new for Mayweather. Over the years, several businesses have claimed he either delayed payments or refused to pay altogether. From unpaid wages at his now-closed Las Vegas strip club, Girl Collection, to ongoing disputes with jewelers and event promoters, the pattern remains the same. The man famous for flaunting his wealth often ends up caught in financial controversies.
I mean, dang, Floyd Money Mayweather. Man, wow, y'all around here getting Rolexes, not paying for them. Man, y'all got stacks of money, owing jewelers money. Man, how y'all around here, man, getting millions of dollars in all this jewelry and leave?
That's where Crawford's claims come into play. His statement that Mayweather owes him about $31 million isn't coming out of thin air. While his team hasn't shared details, the timing suggests a few possible reasons. One is that Crawford may be referring to the massive payday he believes he missed when a fight with Mayweather never happened. Back in 2017, when Floyd retired, Crawford was rising fast, already a unified champion at 140 pounds and making waves at welterweight. A showdown between the two at that point could have been a blockbuster, easily pulling in hundreds of millions in pay-per-view revenue.
I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to.
Another possible reason could involve business matters beyond boxing. Mayweather's promotion company has been involved in numerous fighters, events, and joint ventures, and disputes over unpaid shares, marketing fees, or promotional deals are common in the sport. What makes this situation stand out even more is the timing. Crawford spoke up right after a private sparring video of him and Mayweather started making the rounds online. In boxing, sparring sessions are supposed to stay private, as there is space for fighters to test themselves without judgment. Releasing that kind of footage publicly is widely seen as crossing a serious line of trust.
Moneymaker's getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. Had Girl Collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there.
The irony is hard to miss. Mayweather built his entire image on being undefeated and endlessly wealthy, with 50-0 and the money team defining his brand. But now, Facing lawsuits over bounced checks and unpaid luxury cars, that image is starting to crack. Meanwhile, Crawford, who just became the first fighter in the four-belt era to be undisputed in 3 different weight divisions, has more than enough credibility to call him out.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him.
The Vegas Auto Gallery lawsuit exposes how shaky the Money Mayweather image becomes under real scrutiny. Court records say Floyd not only failed to make his payments, but also went online to trash the dealership, telling his millions of followers to stay away. The dealership claims those posts sparked harassment from his fans, turning a financial dispute into a reputational one. For them, it's about lost money and credibility. But for Floyd, it's another fight playing out on 2 fronts, battling in court while trying to protect his image online.
And then about the whole 50 Cent story, you gotta hear
Accusations that Floyd Mayweather has unpaid debts with fellow athletes. A widely known allegation comes from rapper 50 Cent, who accused Floyd of cheating him out of $2 million during his jail sentence.
Then are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes. When he finally does bring up,
Crawford has handled his finances carefully, learning from experience. After parting ways with Top Rank following years of disputes, he took control of his own career, betting on himself in the Errol Spence Jr. fight and earning a massive, legacy-defining victory. Now, as the only boxer to be undisputed in 3 divisions, he's not just on top of the sport, but also financially independent. So when he calls out Mayweather, it's more than criticism. It's a statement from someone who views himself as both the next great champion and the true evolution of what Mayweather once represented.
We're gonna get to it. What's up? We're gonna get to it. International with.
Meanwhile, Mayweather's legal team is trying to flip the car lawsuit by accusing the dealership of fraud, claiming they withheld key documents like the odometer certification. But legal experts aren't buying it. They've already called the countersuit flimsy, with attorney Michael Cristalli dismissing it as baseless and absurd. In the end, it only highlights Floyd's bigger problem. His legal defenses sound far weaker than the growing evidence that he simply failed to pay what he owes.
Generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my...
Amid all of Mayweather's financial and legal troubles, Crawford also hit back after Floyd dismissed his win over Canelo as an easy fight against a washed-up opponent. Crawford explained that his victory was no accident. It came from a well-studied strategy built on lessons from boxing history. He had closely examined how Mayweather himself once outclassed Alvarez with slick defense, how Dimitri Bivol's discipline kept Canelo off balance, and how moments in Canelo's fight with William Skull exposed his slower movement. Confident in his preparation, Crawford said plainly, "I knew I was going to beat him. Every time Canelo faces a fighter with my kind of style, he struggles, and I had all those tools and more."
Where Crawford made it where Canelo, to have any chance, he had to go get close. So he had to go through a bad neighborhood.
Yep.
And Crawford mugged him. It's that simple. He had to go through a bad neighborhood to get anything done, to get to the place that something was going to be done good.
Yeah.
And he got mugged going through that neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Well, if I think about it, if I do come...
Despite the grand stage, the fight opened under calm, watchful anticipation. Many expected Alvarez's size and power to overwhelm Crawford before it went the distance, but things played out differently. Canelo tried to assert control early, only to find himself frustrated by Crawford's airtight defense. Crawford stayed composed, blocking, slipping, and countering with steady precision. His punches weren't flashy, but they landed with purpose, chipping away at Canelo's rhythm. Even deep into the fight, Crawford said he never felt Alvarez's power was truly threatening. "There's never been a formula to beat me," he said confidently. "I knew I had a real chance." As the later rounds approached, with the crowd still waiting for a Canelo comeback, Crawford's corner reminded him of the stakes. "They're not going to give it to you."
Shout outs to Crawford. You did it, boy. You did it. For those who still aren't quite sure what they witnessed last night, I'm going to let you know that you witnessed what is called a notorious boxing clinic. This is everything done right. Okay? First,
Crawford answered his corner's call by turning up the pressure, controlling the pace, and dominating the final 2 rounds. When the bell sounded, the decision was clear long before the judges read the scores. The win pushed his record to 42-0 with 31 knockouts and secured his place in boxing history as the first fighter ever to unify all 4 major titles in 3 separate weight divisions. The last man to reach a similar level of dominance was Henry Armstrong back in 1938, in an era when being undisputed meant something entirely different.
When I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, you know? But for me, I knew I could do it and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
Terence, when did you know that you...
After the fight, Crawford's reaction was surprisingly calm. "I don't feel anything special. It was meant to be," he said, speaking as if greatness were simply part of who he is. That quiet confidence captures what makes his story remarkable. He never saw the victory as impossible, just the natural result of preparation, discipline, and belief. Now, though, the spotlight has shifted back to Mayweather. Crawford has dismissed Floyd's attempts to minimize his win, reminding everyone that Floyd has his own issues to deal with, from unpaid luxury car lawsuits to chasing big-name fights that seem more about money than legacy. To Crawford, Floyd's criticism doesn't hold weight when the man behind it appears to be fighting for relevance, not greatness.
I think that for me, I watch defense as much as I watch offense. So yeah, like I thought like watching Bud catch those shots off his glove.
He looked amazing.
So amazing.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah. He'd go to his body and he'd catch that and come up with an uppercut. You know, just all those things that seem...
He looked great.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody do that to ever.
No one has.
Mayweather has now agreed to fight heavyweight legend Mike Tyson next year in what's being promoted as an exhibition, though the timing raises eyebrows. He's coming off multiple lawsuits in Las Vegas, including a $1.2 million debt judgment from Vegas Auto Gallery. And this new event looks like another big payday in the same cycle critics have long accused him of repeating. Adding to that, Mayweather recently revealed that talks are underway for a possible rematch with Manny Pacquiao. While nothing has been finalized, he confirmed that the idea is very much on the table.
We getting ready.
Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, has confirmed that Manny is interested in the rematch, noting that they had already partnered with PBC and Al Heyman back in 2019 specifically to set up Mayweather, Pacquiao 2. At the time, however, Mayweather pulled away. When Pacquiao defeated Adrian Broner and then Keith Thurman, Floyd distanced himself completely, even leaving the arena before the Thurman fight's official result was announced. The rematch never happened, and Pacquiao eventually retired after his loss to Dennis Ugas. Now, though, Pacquiao is back and ready to settle unfinished business.
Even here.
Oh my goodness. Tell me about that fight a little bit. Being in there with Floyd being in there with you, like what was the experience like being there in the ring fighting him finally?
It's good, but despite all those things, but then after the fight, right after the fight, I went to the hospital and got operated with my
Yeah, you got an operation,
yeah.
I remember you posted a picture of...
Really hurt.
Was he better?
Pacquiao recently made his return to the ring against Mario Barrios. Although he didn't get the win, his performance was strong enough to convince his camp that he still has plenty left in the tank. According to Sean Gibbons, Pacquiao's drive isn't just about money, it's about legacy. Even at 46, he wants to keep breaking records, testing himself against younger fighters and adding to his storied career. When asked about a potential rematch with Mayweather, Gibbons kept it simple. Only Floyd knows. Manny's always ready, if it makes dollars and makes sense.
I don't think I thought I won the fight. Like I throw a lot of punches, even though he's moving around. Like I can imagine why I lost the fight.
Okay, Manny, wrapping this up, I got to ask you, because we talked about this Mayweather-Pacquiao. Do we see a rematch if you win on Saturday, Manny?
I don't know, just one at a time. Let's talk about that after the fight.
All right.
Mayweather's response has been cautious but telling. Speaking to TMZ Sports, he said, "There's been talks. There's been talks. It's possible. We just don't know. But right now, everything's going great. I feel good, working hard every day, and I can't wait for 2026. His words say a lot without saying much. Despite not having fought professionally since 2017, he's clearly open to another big money bout. And for someone dealing with multi-million-dollar lawsuits, the reasoning seems straightforward. Fight nights mean fast cash. It's no coincidence that Mayweather's next exhibition is set against Mike Tyson. At 59, Tyson has already stepped back into the spotlight with a highly publicized fight against Jake Paul, one that, despite his loss, pulled in massive attention and money. Pairing him with Mayweather isn't about real competition anymore. It's about spectacle. Both men are cashing in on their legendary names, and the appeal now lies in the curiosity of seeing two icons share the ring, not in any expectation of a fair or meaningful contest.
Talks and rumors all the time about potentially Manny Pacquiao and the Mayweather 2. Was there any truth to that, or is that still kind of up in the air of maybe potentially happening?
It's up to him. If he come out to retirement, we'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao too.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want a fight.
The same logic applies to Pacquiao. A rematch nearly 10 years after their first fight wouldn't settle any pound-for-pound debate. It would be a money-driven event built on nostalgia and pay-per-view hype. For Mayweather, it's the perfect setup, another massive payday where he dictates the pace, terms, and spotlight. For Pacquiao, it's a final chance to close unfinished business and add one more moment to his legendary career. And from the way things are shaping up, it really does sound like Manny is coming back.
Like Manny's coming back December 13th.
December 13th?
I think so. Who in your gym do you have that could fight him right now?
I like Rollies.
What about him and Ryan?
Ryan's huge. That would be a good pay-per-view.
Him and Tank?
Tank would be huge pay-per-view.
And
that's what he's going after.
Floyd rematch is big too, I think.
That would be huge.
Who wins the rematch?
I think Floyd, but
why?
It would be him.
Behind all these comeback headlines lies the real story of Mayweather's finances. The ongoing lawsuits in Las Vegas have struck directly at the image he's built for decades. The dealership alleges he never planned to pay for the luxury cars, using them only as props for his social media persona. Court filings reveal he even signed a confession of judgment, admitting the debt, and then failed to honor it. That chain of events has not only opened him up to legal action, but also chipped away at the money Mayweather image he spent years promoting.
That everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibition.
Given those circumstances, Crawford believes Mayweather's return to the ring is the most predictable move. It's what he's always done best. Throughout his career, Mayweather mastered the art of turning fights into massive paydays, carefully picking opponents and timing to ensure maximum profit with minimal risk. That mindset hasn't changed. Now 48 and still undefeated, he views the Tyson exhibition and potential Pacquiao rematch as a continuation of that same formula. secure the biggest possible paycheck under terms entirely in his control.
He used to be with you for many years. He had a terrific performance. A lot of people want to see him fight again. Do you see him and Floyd fighting again? What did you think of his performance?
I don't think that's really a fight that'll get that much interest anymore. There's a lot of welterweights around, a lot of people that Manny can fight. Maybe he does a rematch, at 46 with a layoff.
That's exactly why Crawford has little tolerance for Mayweather's criticism. While Floyd brushes off his win over Canelo as an easy fight, Crawford insists on the facts. He faced Alvarez when it truly mattered, executed a precise strategy, and made history. In contrast, Floyd is focused on short-term spectacles, using his fame for fast paydays while dealing with lawsuits and financial scrutiny. Crawford's blunt response comes from that contrast. He's building a lasting legacy, while Floyd is just chasing checks. And with the legal pressure mounting, those paydays seem less like ambition and more like survival. What's your take? Do you think Floyd's still in control, or is he just trying to stay afloat?